Hi, I'm Sergio Cabanas, attorney at law, president, owner, and founder of the Cabanas Law Firm. Thank you for joining me today. We are happy to report that the Cabanas Law Firm remains open and active as an essential business, and we're here ready, willing, and able to help you during these times. We've developed a series of videos to help show you how the legal system can work for you in these times of trouble. So today's question for this video is, Sergio, I'm a little worried for my loved ones during these times. Should I have any legal documents in place in the event anyone should become sick? The answer to that question is yes. The second part of that answer is two words: estate plan. Everyone should have an estate plan. You might be asking, well, what is an estate plan? Think of an estate plan as a set of legal documents that document three things. One is it identifies all the assets that you may have. Two, it helps set a certain set of instructions of how those assets are to be managed in the event of sickness or death. And finally, you designate special people that you know, like, and trust who can carry out these important instructions for your family. So I'd like to go over what an ideal estate plan should look like. Here are a list of these important legal documents. We start with a trust. A trust is a very important document because it helps the family avoid a judicial process known as probate or guardianship. A probate is basically where a judge steps in, collects all the assets, and distributes it according to the will or law or whatever documents you have in place. Guardianship is another legal proceeding where a judge designates somebody to act on your behalf in the event of your incapacity. Both of these processes are very cumbersome, expensive, and time-consuming, very often emotionally draining for the family. The way to avoid that is to have this trust in place. The second part is a will. A lot of people have the mistaken impression that a will is actually all you need. That's not true. It doesn't help you in the event of incapacity or sickness, and it certainly doesn't help you avoid probate. So the will should have a trust in it that works together with your trust. We can show you how to do all that. The other important document, especially in these times, is the healthcare directive. You designate someone to act on your behalf when you're incapacitated to make healthcare decisions for you. The other important document is a financial power of attorney, where you designate someone you know, like, and trust to manage your finances during any incapacity. And of course, you have the living will, and there are other documents that are all part of what this ideal estate plan should be. You end up with this book. This book contains all of these legal documents in one place that your family can turn to in a time of crisis. Of course, you should avoid using the documents that you can buy at an Office Depot or download off the internet. These documents are not state-specific. In fact, if you were to look carefully at the documents that you buy off the internet or from an office supply store, it often suggests that you should see an attorney in the state where these documents are to be used to make sure it complies with local laws. And oftentimes, these documents do not comply with local law. And Florida law has very specific requirements. If there's any mistakes in the drafting of these documents, if there's any mistake in how they're signed, the whole document can be held to be invalid. You would have wasted your time, you would have wasted your money, and worse yet, you would have plunged your family into litigation that could have been avoided if these documents were done properly. That's why it's important to see an attorney. The second reason you should be aware is that these documents have to all work together consistently without any contradiction. It's important that all these documents are placed in such a way that they work with one another and complement one another. Again, any mistake, any contradiction, the court may invalidate one or both of those documents that are in conflict. Another important reason why you should have an expert, a knowledgeable attorney, to review these documents to make sure they're done properly. Don't waste your time, money, and certainly when it involves your family in times of crisis. More good news. We now provide consultations by telephone and video from the safety and comfort from your home. That's right, we'll take care of you right where you are. So if you need any assistance with this important project or any other legal hardship, feel free to give us a call. We're just a phone call away. Just call us at 954-447-2580. Again, that number is 954-447-2580. Thank you again for joining me today. Please stay safe and have faith.